people don't really present their real selves ever. So it's like, how are they ever going to really know who we are? So, but it's important that they do, because when you see the humanity in others, it makes you less likely to be crazy. Golly gee.
Yeah. You get to the point where you essentially are looking at people around you as less than you. You're just looking at an upper on page.
And people have all these stereotypes about people, like, like, oh, you can't tell people that aliens are real because then, like, everybody look crazy. Like, yeah, it's like, no, that won't happen. Like, most religions believe in aliens, like, or believe in extra. Like, that is.
It's funny you bring up aliens. I was watching Ancient Aliens the other night. The guy with the hair, Giorgio, I can't pronounce his name. I don't have to get it right. But yeah, sorry to cut you off.
Now you're good. Huh? So it's just like, people think people are stupid because they love judging, or they are stupid. Like, if you're calling someone stupid, chances are you're stupid.
Well,
honestly.
yeah, I mean, stupid things point back at you.
He's pointing back at you. Yeah, there you go.
I never get that.
But yeah, I mean, just the idea of ruling over people from an area where you've never even been there, what it's like.
Yeah.
How can you say it's the right decision?
You can't.
Just generalizing that, you kind of have to, but also the fallen bit.
Ego.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like, ego.
And just the benefits of power that you're now in this, like, okay, like, yeah, cognitive dissonance of
Exactly.
not knowing what that is.
Not knowing and but then thinking like, you think you know enough, know it all.
Like, well, the data says a different thing. You can correlate statistics in your benefit for sure.
100%.
Today,
Literally, it's like, and the statistics are ever changing. It's like, as soon as you write the statistic down, by the time you wrote it down, it's already changed.
and if one or two variables are wrong, like, it disrupts the whole.
Yeah.
You're like, oh wait, we actually meant this. I don't know. I'm not a statistician.
I don't know if I told you about the thing that really turned me off about, like, the PE exam was they were going over the equations. No, like, professional engineer, I was like in this study course, and they give you equations, like it's like a guide, I guess, basically. And they were like, oh, 1 year, the numerator, like, they switched this equation, the numerator and the denominator. Like, same variables, but they just switched. And I'm like, that's the difference between 1/2 and 2.
Yeah.
That's like crazy. Like, what? And then he was just like, we don't really care why. We just want to know which one's right. Like, we're just gonna use the right one. And and the attitude was just so much like, yeah, there's things wrong all the time. They think they have it one way, and they realize, wait, it's actually the opposite.
Yeah, she's coming up.
Does she want to kick it for a bit, or how's she feeling? Oh, let's watch out for the phone.
Yeah, you don't get it?
Yeah.
She part?
Yeah, I think so. I think she said, well, she can't eat corn. She said she doesn't care either way on food.
I don't have corn.
But because her diet restrictions right now.
Mm.
Yeah. But she's about to call.
Okay.
So yeah, so she's gonna kick it for a little bit. That's
She
fine.
will.
You want me to wait until she gets here?
Yeah, it might be.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
No, don't.
See what mood she's in.
No, you're so good. You're so good. I can ask you. Besides, what I'm gonna, it doesn't really take long.
Yeah, you guys for the hospitality.
Oh yeah, of course.
Always welcome. Always. Hi, Tufi.
So, go through a couple more. Oh, so also according to Gaia, Do you still want them to drop your logo?
There's a wait list for the services if you can.
Right.
Yeah. So,
Sorry.
say what you need.
No, I was just thinking I need to clear like this month of just moving in. So
No. There's no timeline. No, there's no timeline. This is more like a conversation.
yeah, I definitely can help you.
Yeah. No, there's no pressure. I also know the workload of like how much you and Quentin got going on, but I wanted to put your brain. So I can show you what Garden Gaia looks like currently. I just want to like keep it very simple. It's like a flower and of course some Canva. And the font was really nice until I started seeing it everywhere and I'm like, everybody has Canva. So I want like a sense of uniqueness. But let me show you.
Yeah, show me what you have now. I'm
So-
curious because you say simple, but that can mean like a different. There's
You're right, because I remember when Quentin said that and you were like,
well,
too.
there are tone like you essentially want to identify the key telling words that would describe Garden Gaia, like simple do you mean modern minimalism akin to like
No. Not
okay.
that.
Would you want something simple but like playful or like whimsical, or is it more organic?
More organic.
Uh,
Now,
so-
yeah, so right now what I kind of want to convey through it is like softness. Kimber. How's it going? It's still echoing. Hello.
So if you're recording, I can turn it off or I can keep it on 52.
Hi, friend. Great to see you too. Hey. This is our friend. How you doing? Good. Enjoy seeing each other.
Oh,
Get a shirt? Yeah, please.
yeah. Well, how did you feel? Did you want to kick Walker and get him out of here? Or did you-
I kind of put the ball in his court. I don't know if you saw my text, but
yes. Southwood doesn't have corn,
no fun.
but there's no
I have to be
pressure.
really honest.
I can't do corn right now.
I am not supposed to do corn at all, but I didn't want to tell you because you had already made it.
There was so much corn in that.
So I know like my bowels now do too. So
Okay, so it's literally rice and lentils.
that's great. I didn't want to be rude.
There's no such thing. You say corn pasta.
That's funny. That's
It's okay. It's literally okay.
That's
I
right.
promise. No, it's fine.
Sarah, one time she
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
No, I
So
didn't.
what did
What
you
is that?
say?
Okay. Walker got ill after I made him a dish once, and he swears that I served him raw chicken. Thank you so much. But I ate the exact same dish that was cooked at the exact same time, and it was completely fine. Sorry,
No, you're good.
completely fine, and mine was certainly not raw. So I think he just had a sensitive tummy.
outside of all that. You're saying.
Wait, hold up. I have an idea. I just thought of something. I'm sorry. Whatever you said, for whatever reason, that's unlocked this time in my head. So what if you did like artistic website design?
Artistic.
Like where it's like you do your, you do your little dance, like
That's still be trapped in a box.
yeah.
Parties. I'm just kidding. Sorry.
No, because anyways, I'm just listening to you think because like what I'm saying is like the animation bit where it's like, you can like do animations and it's like it could still be like that walkthrough experience that I was talking about, but it's like your art, where you should be like, oh, you can take your time with it.
Yeah. That's the problem with that. Although it's a good idea, I just don't really like what it
Okay.
Like, it's a more finite variation of graphic design in the sense that like there is that standards for pixels and padding, like good practices you want to follow because of the user experience is important, how like it functions, how people interact with it. Because the ultimate goal is to generate leads website.
Yes, he.
Or display your work, I guess it depends on the website, but just to have people interact with it. I don't know, I just want I like websites.
Right, that.
But it's a cool idea, like a walkthrough art experience. There's a website out there that we used one time when we had to like curate an art gallery for one of my classes. Or this 3D web like experience where it was almost like the apartment tools
Yeah.
where you can click through. It was like that, but with you were in the art gallery.
Okay, so
Click, you look right.
what else we can? So today, the other school, I exhibit.
All right, look at this. Let's do this.
Wait, you're fine.
So,
Come on. So good. Hey, let me. Here, Canva. Can you show me grab that?
yes.
Okay, I'm gonna go start.
Okay, I'm gonna show you all this.
Yeah, we can do this in a second.
This is. Look at this first.
You
Let's
want to bring
look
a
at
chair? I'll take this.
Well, I mean, I just like the artistic Indian, so just can't help it.
Yeah, but there's two. Oh, here.
Any art designs.
So you know how the now suit Sonic things,
Yeah.
like that,
Okay. So like if you are
like a QR code with something tough with it.
but basically like a stick.
Because I'm like, that's cool too.
So
Little new colors. Is that different than the business promo card design? Or is a business promo card design like a 5x7
Mm-hmm.
leave away flyer that has like a headline, short white text descriptor of maybe a photo, and then like a QR code?
What was the title of it again? I'm sorry.
The business promo card.
What's the other one after that?
Well, before that was mini card design.
No, I know, but what's another? That's not that. So
Oh, signage for experiences.
yeah. So the promo cards. Let me see the other one. Because I want to see if I, because I want to see if I put ID.
Or there's a. It's not questions.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. Yeah. So I really meant to say business card. Because my thought process was have like a business card.
So this would be 3x5. I mean 5x3. Or it could be 3x5 to get through.
Yeah, yeah. But like a bit, yeah. And that's like, okay, this is, this is like, I like the sticker idea because I really want to have a sticker primarily. And I want to do like life artists, like all the things that you made, make those stickers essentially. Like, we pick a couple. And then maybe like that could be the front, and then the back could just be like the QR code and like just like a little bit around it, and like so that's that.
Maybe one on this business card.
So
Like is it a typical on the front?
so I gave it a key. That's the thing.
That's what I mean. CD. So I'm asking, is it just going to be your name?
I draw like this is what I'm trying to say. Like, this is usually what I do.
Yeah, well, besides the front, we'll definitely get to that. But like, I'm talking about text wise, so content.
No, that's what I'm saying. I write the content usually on it. And that's what I gave the key.
Oh, so you're not doing.
But no. I have it.
So you're not trying to produce one set design that's mass produced, because that's what it sounds like to me on all these. I mean, you can handwrite them. That'd be cool. That'd be like.
Yeah, no, everything is gonna be drawn. Locker, thinking there's you. What are you talking about? So,
And drawing every business card though.
what do you mean? I mean, there's one drawing that you do, and then we scan that, and then it's just like
That's what I was saying.
yeah. But I'm saying all the yeah. I mean, there might be seasons of business cards or.
I thought you were saying like literally we do this on cardstock and then cut that out.
No,
The whole idea is a big thing. I'm like, that's a
I mean, like scan. Yeah. No, you're right. I want it to be exquisite. Like it's outstanding. 100%. So
But I was getting at what is.
it would just be life for you. It would just be like if it was a business card, the front of it would probably just say like life word, like Yogi Rich, and then it would have just my phone number or like maybe my phone number and email. And I even had it like written out in my journal, but I took the pages out but I had it written out, and it's sort of like just like kind of simple, but I want it to be like drawn like a nice hand drawing around it, like simple text, nice hand drawing around it. And then the back was gonna be QR code. And then it would just be like a little info card, kind of more information. And then it can go through. So for me, it's like my emphasis, like the thematic emphasis is Earth and space, like kind of like where they meet, but yeah, Earth and like intergalactic. This, you know. So okay, that is the business card. This is actually the idea that you kind of said, where you just have one QR code. Something simple. But
Wasn't that good? So, I mean, potentially, like, dude,
yeah.
I mean, with a bunch of glasses.
Yeah, of course.
But that would eventually go to, I would imagine, another site, and then you could have multiple, like,
No, I'm saying like this is what I would want to do. Like, I think this would be something. This is signage. Is that what you said?
signage.
Yeah, this would be at the event, like on engineering paper, basically
Yeah,
larger.
yeah. I was talking about the idea of like some sort of giveaway, you know, like not quite an 8.5 by 11, but like 5 by 7 postcard size, or you could do full paper.
What are gonna take with you? Nah, no. I'm just saying like I would have this. My thought process is have one of these laminated. Just have it like near the like check-in desk. And
By
you gotta scan it in. This is like the thing that takes you to the website.
like a table tent, you know, like
Yeah, something like that. Or just have like, you know, yeah. I mean, I'm just gonna have it be pretty over there. Like I was thinking about like bringing some of the plants, and then we have like we can like prop some up so at like different levels, but basically have one like that, and then this one is the other one, which is like the class experience and info sheet, where like even there might not need to be these QR codes, but it's sort of like the payment page, really, like kind of thing that's dedicated to payment and explaining it. Like,
okay. So I think you could just take this information and put it on the splash page of PR. Because the splash page is just like the first.
well, I was thinking about just okay. This is my thought.
Because having multiple, the problem with having multiple QR codes is like, oh, I got to go to this.
No, I think you're right. There should only be one QR code, but I would want to have like a sign. Like basically, I'm thinking I want to have something that's doesn't have any words. Like this is like very clear. It's like, all right, scan this. Well, this is like the scan page. Because people always have a corner scan me page to me. And then it's like this is like, okay, you're looking at this because it's like, all right, this is like our pricing schedule. Boom, 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 boom. There's this. And I'm a very like I like physical things. So it's like, so you have one of these. And then this explains the pricing. I was even thinking like this would be when you said like the hands idea, this would be a cool thing to have the hands in the middle, if not on this one. Just like on the center of the deck. But I was trying to get at like kind of drawing like a tree house here in the center. So they understood what they're like what we're ultimately trying to do here. So maybe the hands could be on this one. I like but I was like I was thinking like, you know, this is like a good reference for you to like play with and like see what you think.
Yeah, I'm also just trying to get first a grasp on the different types of deliverables, like physical print media that you'll have.
Yeah.
And then the later goals, because having it could, and I would say like having QR codes and information at different, like, depending on where you have them at different intersections of like the
But,
physical interaction space
yeah,
could be cumbersome in a way of like, okay, unless I'm still misunderstanding, you have like, you walk into the event, right? First, you have just this stand up table hosting at the check-in area. Your buttons are on. And that QR code is scanned in that direction to work.
It directs them to where?
Yeah.
Well, they might not scan it right away.
Gotcha. Okay.
Because if you've already signed in, then you don't have to sign in. You don't have to scan it.
But essentially, like, that's just a sign in.
Well, this is my thought process. Okay. So I'll explain what's the whole plan. So you come in, boom, there's like a desk. Like Salva said, should be at the desk. We'll make the desk look prettier. So maybe it is at green space, so it'll be like the wide one. And then we'll put like the Mac in the front, and then in front of her, it's like in front of the Mac, there'll be like a sign. I think that should be this sign.
Got you.
And then so let's say to the left of it, like if you're facing Salva, there's the sign in one. It's like, oh, did you Salva, did you sign in already? Like, boom, like what are you looking forward to? Do you want to get things? Da da da. And then what I want is then they're like, okay, I don't have to sign it right now or whatever. Salva will explain, hey, this is the link. We only have one QR code. This takes us to everything. This, if you want to get more things, if you want to like book private reservations with Quentin or commission or with Lockard or do something with Salva, those are all options. So that's what this is for, off to the left. But this will be wherever you have your stuff at too. So there'll be another one.
Gotcha.
So, and then on the left, that's the left. Then on the right is basically the schedule for the day. Like, this is what we're doing today.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom. And then this is like our, and then I'll put for me, I'll put, this is my next class or this is my next event or whatever. So people know what's going on. So those would be the three things that would be like
Yes.
there.
And so, like, no, they're wrong.
Then I have other things I want to do.
Okay.
But let me make sure I got all the things addressed on this list. Okay.
Because you guys forgot again this.
Yeah, experience membership info sheet. That would be like this. This is what's happening today. Signage, yes. And then so it's like, yeah, but yeah. So I was like, yeah, I planned on making these as a reference for Key to help me make, but then Key said that they didn't have the space to finish it basically. And they were like, they gave me money back basically. So I'm like, all right, well, I know another artist, if you haven't, and I already made like the reference for it, and they were trying to, and I do want it to be drawn, like drawn and scanned, and the originals will probably be laminated in the front, and we'll probably have copies elsewhere. The last thing was like invoices, because I think that's gonna come next. So I did like another reference for like invoices. And it's just like, yeah, I want to have like a cool invoice design. I was in Canva and I was looking at the stuff and I was just like, this is why anytime you touch LifeWord, it's gonna be like an experience.
And that comes back to initially like the question of establishing visual aesthetic.
I'll always do the references. So
That's why they need words. Oh, I've seen.
So how are you using this invoice?
this would be like when I go to teach at one of the rooftop classes, let's say.
So you're sending this to the client.
Because I'm like, I need that soon too.
So invoices, I'm gonna be honest, do not need to be like very visually beautiful. You can add the elegance there, but the main purpose is to be direct and clear. Like, okay, look here. This is how much money you owe me. This is what I'm charging you for.
Yeah.
Pay by this date.
But you see, that's just too boring. Since I don't have to.
Okay. I mean, yeah. That also comes back to another.
But it's like how do people see
design of like breaking the rules? If there's things graphic design or something along, but like purposely breaking the rules. So
it's like everything is a play. I want everything to be playful, and like that's how I want.
But I think the main concern you need to think, because you're approaching this from an artistic standpoint, in the sense of like it's a self-expression, your ideas, your beliefs, your philosophy, and your mission.
Yeah.
there is the always butting heads of graphic design and art. What separates them, even though they're like reading.
Well, look, this would just be like a
But what-
scene.
I mean, what separates them is the main thing to understand is like communication versus self-expression. Of like communication still needs to have a degree
Mhm.
of like rules of legibility, readability. So like that's kind of why I'm pushing back against the handwritten thing.
Oh, what does that have to be handwritten?
Need handwriting, but like looking at this, I'm like, wait, okay, like
Well, I'm not trying to write like. The thing is, Lockhart is like, okay, I agree with you.
there's principles of design, which the reason they're there is because they work at a physical, psychological level,
No, I understand.
or like naturally going to.
But look, here's the thing. I'm a drafter. Like it's like I learned how to make handwriting so that it could be legible. Like I could do like nice and slow. And I'm representing change. Like I think that people like being with a woman teaches you this. Like it's like you can be more flexible. You can like yeah, all right, like okay, you're used to seeing this line like this. Like when I went to Clark, I didn't listen to any of those rules. Like I was like, they had their header, they have fixed header colors. All mine are gonna be green, like green and orange, like pretty green header layers, like because it's beautiful. And I would say that to everybody. My first boss said that to me. He was like, the reason why I'm the best is because everything that I do is better than like is the best. Like I look at it as like this needs to be excellent.
Yeah.
But what he did was he did everything handwritten in 2020. This was like 2017, 2018. We have scanned drawings that are RFIs, and this is accepted. And I think like, but really what I'm trying to get at though is like, we are that creative expression that like, okay, like that's why I wrote out, because I looked at an invoice on Canva and you look at the invoices on Canva, and this is like, architects do this a lot, like on their resumes too. They have these real like crazy resumes where it's like all ups and downs,
Yeah.
but it represents their creativity. And so like for me, I'm like, the way I look at it is like, all right, I'm just gonna have. I wasn't really saying it was gonna be handwritten like this. I was thinking it was gonna be like, let's say like this is drawn like invoice or invoice life word, right? Or like this could be the life word simple. This could be drawn just like invoice, and then it has like the contact this, and then the back is just color. So a lot of the invoices that
Well,
they
you understand, you will probably be sending those in GSU by,
no.
yeah. So there wouldn't be a front and back. So,
No, there wouldn't be a front and back, but I'm saying that is the front. There is only a front. Where it's like,
no.
where it's like just a PDF, but we take the drawing, we scan it, and
I mean, that
PDF.
superimpose over the background of the.
I'm saying like, let's say we hand draw this and scan but we hand draw a bigger, real nice version of this, scan it. That PDF is the invoice because I'm gonna have line files on it.
Yeah.
And then so they fill that out. I don't want to have I don't need to have anything typed.
Yeah. Not
Like so,
figure out. We know.
I'm just saying.
No, I get what you mean. I'm only, well, I'm pushing back. It may sound like it's more so from a point of like the feasibility, looking at it through a branding perspective of like, okay, I would advise you just handwrite an alphabet and then you could turn that into a custom brand font. Because the advantage of having that is it allows you to like be able to mass produce these quicker so that like as you scale. Because I mean, graphic design, everything used to be hand drawn at the point until like machines and tools developed to make that process like faster and be able to be wild and scale more. But I do like your idea of like the creative vision in general of making it more unique because, like you said, you mentioned Canva like 5 times. Because that's becoming more and more common. And like even my company is like, we need to figure out a way to ability. I'm like getting nervous. Y'all are taking away the tools that allow me to flex, like full flexibility.
Yes.
When we have those clients that are wanting to push the boundaries, I can do with it. Canva limits me to just simply set everyone has access to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I like that approach there. Like that's reminded me of my school days when we keep the prompt for a project. I'm like, how can I make this
Yeah.
cool and unique or whatever?
Super out the box.
Because I was competitive in that sense of like, you like your boss said, being the best and like standing out and just
Standing out.
after and having a genuine like brand voice shine through and what's more genuine than handwritten stuff. But I will say, like aesthetically, artistically, and design wise, if you're asking for my support in this, I will kind of try to guide that within the digital realm. Like I'm not saying fully lean into that.
Yeah.
I would rather take this and make a digital version of it, you know, or even like try my own take if you decide to rely on like combining hand drawn sketches with design.
Okay.
But yeah.
Well,
So that's kind of
for now we can agree and disagree. That's okay.
yeah.
But what I did like what you said was that made me think about like squiggly, like base squiggly wiggly, or like what I was thinking was I could draw a bunch of symbols and then we could scan those. That's what I have next to my notebook is to like scan like, okay, these are the these are like, because I like simplicity, right? So it's like, okay, you know, and I'm kind of OCD, I guess. But it's like, you know, it's like these are the these are the 4 tree types. And like, you know, there's like these 4 designs and they can be like bigger or smaller. And this is like their animation style.
Yeah.
And have it be really cartoonish, almost like Disney World. And that's like what I'm trying to imitate. Like, I want to be like a benevolent, like Walt Disney kind of energy.
Okay.
Where it's like, but it's like we have the whole spectrum where it's like that's kind of the idea. But I like there's something about that style and that simplicity, even more simple than that. Like, did you ever play Super Smash? Did we talk about this? Mr. Game & Watch?
Yeah.
Like that to me is how I'm visually squiggly. Like the trees are very simple. Like everything's very simple. Like, and then creating like, all right, these are the 4 tree types. This is grass. These are flowers. These are brushes. Okay, boom. That's like plants. These are the types of rocks. These are the types of like mountains generally.
Yeah.
And then just kind of going through the different categories, scanning them in, or like having if you want to like draw out like, you know, if your hand is more straight than mine, that's straight too. But just like boom. And then we're able to just like kind of create landscapes, like we'll put it together.
I like that. I will say we're essentially talking about the same thing, which is the brand system.
Yeah.
So think about like with engineering, you have set tools and parameters or like cuts of steel or like frames of how you build a door, which one door can exist in a multitude of ways. But you have a base structure for like, okay, when we're building this door, we're using these pieces of tools, or even the Disney example. If we're drawing with dots, the underlying structure is we got a circle, and we got 2 circles on the top, and then like an oval for a nose, and then for the eyes, so the little triangle on one. That's commonly in the same place because that like repetition creates that brand consistency and recognition.
Yeah.
You know, like you can recut the same piece of wood, even though like you're going to be using a multiple amount of it. Basic. Trying to like relate it to.
Yeah, 100%.
So I do think this could be a good middle ground area of like drawing the trees and symbols, like you said,
Yeah.
and then scan it in, and it's like we have, our set. These are our set visual guidelines. This tree is composed of like 3 spiral loops and little like lines shooting out, like 7 lines or whatever. And then once you have like the base foundation, then you expand upon that. And that's where you have like brand growth. And you're like, okay, well, now we're in a different region. What is like a palm tree going to look like? Like how can we draw it similarly to this, where it's not like a whole different thing that doesn't look like it exists in this world, but it's just us seeing a new part of this, but this is a representation of it. And now we understand that more because we set these guardrails of like how we're using lines and forms and shapes. So yeah. I wasn't saying like change the visuals that way. It's more so the consistent presentation of them, I guess.
Yeah. No, I mean, it does make sense to digitize it and also create a font out of it. It's like, it just reminds me of CAD. Like in CAD, another thing that frustrates me about the drawings is like, just so corny. So many.
I get what
Just
you
poor
mean because
taste.
you don't
It's-
want to have like something that's mundane or like
And the drawing is crazy because when you're looking, like, another thing that's
it's the artist that you Quentin.
yeah, absolutely. The first picture of me is in me in an artist outfit. I'm like literally like not even one.
Destiny.
Oh, I'm not. Nah, it's like they're doing this. Oh, you're doing these drawings, and I'm like, who's picking these fonts? These fonts are so mundane, and like they want you to do them in these types or whatever. But then you go back in time and you see how like before computers were invented and how all the drawings are handwritten.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like you see how and how they would do like that. They would do like the title block and the outside of the letters were always like decorated. It's like
Yeah,
this makes sense.
that was an art form.
Yeah, this is what's lost. You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's lost with the sweeping efficiency that's like.
yeah, but it's like we don't need to do that many things. Like, I'm not changing my mind that often. It's like that's the other thing about me. It's like once I like something, I like it. Like, it's good. We don't need to change it. Like
No question of that.
like we're just gonna. I'm not like changing. I'm not like I'm like no, this is good.
Question. Do you have one of those Sauna coupons with you on you right now? Okay, Safa has extra, but
I do.
You have one on you right now?
Yeah.
May I? May I?
You may.
So we were talking about how I feel completely fine, but this is like stupid. And she said, I think if you go to the sauna, it would help knock it out of you.
Mm.
And I was like, well, I would have to go tomorrow. She said, then I would book right now. I said, my coupons are at home. And then I go
There
here.
you
Thank
go.
you. So
Now
I got
Susanna.
Pilates. What'd you say?
Now Susana, that
Now
is so good right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to do this after Pilates tomorrow. And then I'll just use a different email address when I go with you.
Oh,
Don't tell on me.
Wait, you can go for free. I have passes to get to you after yours for free. How many times did it go?
Yeah, I do. Okay, good. Okay, so
Yeah.
great. We'll
Yeah.
still go together, but I really might do this to try and get
You
this
should
out.
have gone.
It helps so much. I always go to sauna.
I'm just frustrated because I've told Locker this a million times. I've been sick 7 times now since I moved here 3 months ago.
Damn.
I usually
It's
get sick
that dry.
She's
once or
allergic to
twice a
me.
year. I usually get sick once or twice a year.
Yeah.
And this is number 7
This is that. Yeah.
in 3 months,
I'm sorry.
which is crazy. I do travel almost every weekend.
You do live
It's
the
a
crazy
brand new
life.
it's a brand new climate and everything. But as soon as I landed Sunday night, I was like,
100%.
Mm.
It happened to me too. I
when you
get it.
first moved here,
Yes.
did you get sick a bunch when you moved here?
He's impenetrable. Yeah.
Yes.
My immune system. Except once a year around holiday. Like,
That's also true. Last year, not this past year, but the year before, I'm exploding business.
Of course.
He got COVID and stomach bug at the same time.
it
Damn.
was like one right after the other. Like, I
Well,
was getting over COVID. I was like, oh, and then I got this.
Damn.
It's terrible. I'm glad that you're not sick now.
You made it through.
You know,
You're stronger because of it.
like,
Thank you for this, Quentin.
No problem.
Hopefully she gets a song. Well,
But no, yeah, I'm with you. Thank you for that. I mean,
that's just my input. I mean, take it or leave it, but you know.
no. What I'm trying to say is with CAD, like, okay, this is my overall point with Lifer because there's aspects of this that I haven't really talked much about, but it's like that's what like research and logistics is about. This is really like the technological aspect of it, where like I'm okay to okay if I have 10,000 people.
You-
And it's like we need to have a font that all of the designers can use, and it's going to be this. Like, and when we do our schematic designs, it'll be this. Like, that's what I'm trying to say. Where it's like,
yeah.
and then it's like obviously people can improve in how they feel fit, and like I want like what I want for me, I want for you. So
And when you know you like it, which is good because working with clients where they constantly want to change things, it comes from a deeper place. I feel like where it's like,
Yeah.
you don't know who your brand identity is. You know, we need to go revisit that again. If you're like choosing a direction you originally didn't like, and now we're going back to it.
yes,
But now you're saying you're unsure about that. You know, now you want to pull out the whole thing completely. It's like, yeah.
That's
So
what
I think
first.
taking the time to understand like those variables first is good. which you've already done. So I think now it's just a matter of like putting the actual system together, where it's laid out, where you look at it and you're like, this is a brand design system. What you would basically call brand guidelines, which
Mhm.
is if I were to come to you as like, say I didn't know who you were, but you like saw I put out a freelance ad for graphic design. You're like, I want to build a brand design. Like I want to build this brand LifeWord. Can you help me? I need like print materials and also digital materials. And we talked about everything as if we already did and be like, okay, I think you need this, this, and this would be my recommendation. So like website, um, logo design, which we already did.
Mm.
And then like your brand touch points essentially, which are the physical media, as well as like again, the website or like social media assets. And then from there, I would move on with like one, the logo, which we did. And then two would be like what you would call like stationary design. So, which would be all of these deliverables you have here of like the business card, the QR, like mini card, the larger pieces, like, okay, how are you gonna, if you were to print your own magazine, like, how are you gonna lay out that type? Which is what you were just talking about, or like, what's this manual if you have a department for research where you're like documenting stuff,
Mm.
and you have like, this is our master PDF of like research, or I don't know how you would want to organize that. Like, what is that font laid out in? Like, how does that media exist? So I would design the brand guidelines, which would have examples of that, and then also define how the logo is used. Like, you wouldn't incorporate, you know, distorting the logo, so you wouldn't squish it to change its proportions and have it look warped. Unless you do it in this way, which is where you kind of like define, okay, we want to do life oriented with the texture on top. Like that's okay. These are approved textures that we kind of feel like represent our brand. So these are all pieces.
These like ways that allow you to modify.
Yeah, it's your brand kit. Is and every big brand, successful brand has them because it like unifies the overall physical manifestation of that brand through minute repetition while also breaking that in a unique like way as they're evolving and growing as a brand, which then contributes to that like brand recognition essentially of like, okay, I know this is Nike's brand, or I know this is Apple, or I know this is whatever.
Yeah.
Um so
Okay.
yeah, I mean like
That makes sense.
having a bunch of ideas from the start is good.
So that
We've
explains
also
some.
limited it to things you do and don't want to do in a way, which is equally as helpful.
And then I just wrote out basically like what each of these mean and what they're all about,
Mhm.
like in shorthand. So then that was like my next phase, which was I just think like in plans. So it's like how would the plans look, basically. Like
Yeah.
like drawing plans. So it's like you have your cover sheet. And this one must be like the cover sheet, like the main one that just says like this. Because I do want to I do want to like have an orientation about like being in person. Yeah, another thing my boss was adamant about was about being in person. He'd be like, I don't know what you have to do. You need to be here. Like,
Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, it's
I don't know. He just taught me that like you just have to be persistent, you know? Like it is comfortable to not be in person, and it is comfortable to like miss out on that experience, but you like have to resist it. Uh so that's why I really want to. That's why I'm so heavy on, or that's why I'm trying to emphasize just having like really beautiful pieces of art that also convey information,
Mhm.
which to me is like the highest expression of art. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay. And then from my point of view, like that's enough to make a website. Like, cause it's like, that is life word. Like if you were to come in person, this is what you'd see. Like this is like, there is no discrepancy. Like one of the main things, yeah, there's no, it's all the same. And like, but yeah, maybe things have to be like adapted and, you know, but for right now, it's just us. I'm just thinking about like right now, like what's like the next step, like for the next couple weeks. It's like, okay, at least get something drawn and shown, or like I need to get something made it's funny, Keith's coming over tomorrow. So they're like, and we can work on some things for like 2 hours. So we'll see what like, we accomplish too. But I'm like, okay, what are people gonna see and hold and touch and feel? Because I'm also debating even letting people bring their phones. I'm at some point, I'm thinking about being like, all right, like no phones, like because then I feel like I'm contradicting myself. So
I mean, you could do like no fucking courage. Having absolutes can like deter people just right away, even if it is for their benefit. You know, sweet, but I like the idea of no phone.
yeah, I mean,
I try not to be off.
I'm just gonna be like, look, this is just like a free space. Like our phones listen to us, and like everybody knows it. So it's like,
What up, yeah?
yeah. So I'm just like,
Shit, we're being recorded right now.
yeah, 100%. Now, and that leads me to my last point, which was like playing jujitsu, playing chess. It's like they think that I feel like the surveillance and the lack of security, like the surveillance gives you this lack of security, but I don't think that's the right way to look at it. Because I was thinking to myself, like, when you play chess, it's like you can see all my pieces on the board and you know all the moves that I can make, but that's not the problem. The problem is that I'm unpredictable.
Yeah, you don't know what I'm thinking though. You don't know where these pieces will move.
You don't know how they're gonna move, when they're gonna move, and even if you predict them, that doesn't mean you can stop it. And like same thing with jiu-jitsu, it's like you see all the limbs I have, and it's like you can still be choked out. It doesn't matter.
Still forgot about my argument.
And I'm like, that's why I'm like, I might as well record myself if you're gonna be recording me regardless. And I might as well be self-promoting rather than being like, you know, like
It makes you
kinda
more
dumb.
conscious to it rather than passive, you know. So
Is it?
yeah, I think about the idea of like passive data mining, you know.
Yeah.
Like in that same vein of being recorded, there's now like physical, you know, history of
Yeah.
something and everything.
It's like we're being recorded at our expense. It's like we're being recorded because they want to, and it
And they
helps
use
them
that information
to make money.
And now you're saying like, well, let me flip it. Like,
Why can't I make money
myself
myself?
more often. I'm going to be doing this more consciously, and like,
And we could be making money off of ourselves. Like
Yeah.
they're making money off of us right now. That's a sign that that like the attention that it's like we look at things. I'm just thinking out loud right now, like for the first time, like attention. It's like it's about where you place the attention. Yeah, like
I mean, it's where attention goes, energy flows. You know, like right now, focusing in part attention on life work on what things you need, and so now we're like seeing the physical manifestation. I mean, you did all this, so it's like the physical manifestation of that attention. We used to say that directing that to like a social media influencer or whoever,
exactly.
or like even just
There you go.
like just day-to-day stuff where they get that data and then they're like, oh, his attention's going to this, like let's send them more ads for jiu-jitsu classes or whatever.
Literally.
Like-
And like attention is money. And it's almost like I was thinking about that
Because
the other
attention is
day.
time, right?
Attention is
your
time.
time expended, and then money is just buying like essentially like time.
But attention has a feel like money where it's like, ooh, if I'm saying I'm getting, if you're like drawing attention to it, then you're almost like you feel like you're in a sense of getting like you're getting something from that experience. Like you wouldn't pay consistent attention to something that you don't want to experience.
That's a good point. It kind of satisfies that base underlying feeling that all people have of like being verified in some way, or I've heard or recognition. I don't know. Maybe that's like too.
No, you're right, because it's like, I mean, here we go again, like getting more philosophical, because this makes me think about like the Bible and different things where it's like,
This is disrespectful.
I lost my train of thought. What did you just say?
Just how that's kind of an offshoot to it fills that void of like being verified in some way, or like
Oh yeah, where it's like
kind of recognized.
that's one of the base human drives. Is like that's what pulls us up is like the drive to be respected and like to be like authentically admired, and like it's a natural thing to want to feel, because then it drives you to do things that are like actually worth that.
Yeah.
And you don't like, you might not be like living your life according to that, but like, oh yeah, Abraham, that was one of his promises. He was like, God was like, if you follow me, like if you follow my will, my law, then you'll have that in your life. You'll be admired amongst your people. Like you can rest assured. And even though you might like go through whatever,
It's like your legacy in a way. Kind of.
but it's like your real life in the present moment, where it's like the people around you will respect you. The people that are in your community will respect you, you know, for living in alignment. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
and I don't know. It's like we've decided that like machines are better than people, and it's a philosophical decision. Like,
It was
is
decided. I mean, some people I haven't.
no, you're right. You're right. You're right.
You
You're right.
heard the story of John Henry?
Yeah.
Uh,
Which John Henry?
just like the kind of mythological children's story. I mean, I heard it as a child.
This is the guy who built railroads.
Yeah, he like
Yeah.
he raced the first coal powered machine, steam engine through a mountain, but he beat it, but at the cost of his own life.
His heartbeat always says, right?
Yeah,
I
but
forgot about that.
so like that's kind of how I view AI in a way of like,
Mm.
you may somehow end up being able to be better than it, but like will you die because of it? I don't know.
Mm.
That's just so sad ending to that story. It's how
You're like, what?
little kid read
Why are you- Yes, like if you try to work too hard, you'll die.
But I mean, to that point of like machines being better than us, that was
No, 100%. No, it's like you'll never be able to beat them. And it's just not, doesn't make sense. It's like somebody's making them. And I remember my first grade teacher was like, nothing man-made will be perfect. So I was
one of
like,
the first things you learn. I feel like as a kid, just
yeah, it's like we're around the end of the year, we're talking about all these things that are man-made and how perfect they're gonna be.
if he's better than me, why do I need to like take it in for an oil change?
Yeah, yeah. If it's so advanced, and I'm like, that's how I feel. Like, I'm like, have y'all ever ridden in Tesla? Like, it be glitchy sometimes. This shit's scary. Like,
Yeah, electric self-driving cars, like all that stuff. I don't know.
like, are we not paying attention to the same thing?
They put out movies about this stuff.
Come on now. So it's like they're trying to use the phone as our enemy, I think. And it's like obviously that's what they. So but back to attention. It's like, yeah, when it's not that like the attention that you're using is like you're giving them attention, you're giving them money. The things that you give your attention to gives you money. Like the things that are actually beneficial to you.
Yeah,
That's like the correlation. And not even money just as money, but it's like it's like prosperity, the feeling of having like abundance, you know what I'm saying?
prosperity and light.
Yeah. So I don't really like so that's why I'm thinking to myself, like, look, if you could integrate like the technological side, but keep it at a minimum. Keep it at like 20%. Where it's like even if it's like
It would be as the tool to like stitch things together, essentially.
yes.
So we build all the components physically. Like I spend the time doing because I just wrote out a header for subject matter because I wanted to talk about like what it is I should focus on drawing for, let's say, like, on this invoice, this is just an alternate idea design, but like what if in the background superimposed lightly or maybe even framing things were plants? That was like where my mind first went to.
Yeah.
So then it would be like, okay, if we're doing plants, what type of plants? All of them? It could be big aspen trees, maybe, to make it have like a local feel. Or are we doing monsteras? That's like a really cool, looking plant. Is it just like a combination of a bunch of these, like, and the plants representing like different people or personalities, kind of at these events, growing, prospering together, whatever, like that's the kind of deeper conceptual. I mean, all I have to say is subject matter, like it obviously can be more than just plants, but that was something I wrote out about, like drawing them. Now I would draw that very nicely, would scan that in, but I draw it in a way where I'm mindful of where the text goes, or maybe we even have you write out the headline, header, handwritten, and just do it, and then we scan that in and then add the body copy if there needs to be a paragraph below that, just because it'd be drawn up like a certain scale, and then having that just set type is good for legibility reasons. And then you could add the QR code in there and then print it out. But that's like 80% hand drawn because that's more reliant on
Yeah.
the image. So I feel you on that.
So yeah, to answer that question, I think the backgrounds, whenever it's like the background should always be either just, and that's why I started making a lot of different stills as like references. But it's like I just want it to be like landscape, sky. Like that's why I like the half moon, because with half moon it's lit. It's actually like half moon today or yesterday. It's like lit, but it's still dark. So it's like you could still see stars, and it's also like, you know, it lights up the ground in front of you. Then yeah, it's like, but it's just perfect. So like you can still kind of see the skyline, and then it's like if there are things that are up close, it's just like the tree houses or like the
It's more like the silhouette, depending on how the lighting's hitting it.
But yeah, that's what I hear. So, but no, it'll be shaded. It'll be shaded because it's like it can be like I'm imagining a gradient in detail, or just like there's something like for example, that's why I drew this one like this, where it's like I just drew this Squiggly Wiggly, but it could be like a nicer forest. You know, there could be pine. That's like these different trees represent different things. So like this is like a pine tree. Boom. This is a tree where it's like has like branches that go up and out at the top. This is like like more like a stout tree that's wider, more like rainbow, like an oak tree. And then there's that the feather trees, which are more like down their trunk is more serpentine. And then there's like a tree house or a tree platform. I drew this a long time ago. So, but we would maybe change the lights, something like that. Like, cause it's like everything is towards the vision. Every single thing is in alignment. And it's like, so that, you know, yeah, in some way, shape or form. And so like we could keep life where we keep like use the Life logo, digitally, you know, but like pretty much everything else. And it's like, you know, there's only gonna be one of these, for example. So that's why I made a list of like, okay, what would I want to have? Because I also have digital branding here, which has to do more with the podcast, because there's going to be a whole podcast sign. We're going to get into that, yeah. But that's like this experience side. But all right, I think we're in agreement. I think that's good. So the podcast side though is like, yeah, I need to get like a new background of some of these things, because it's like we made them online and in Canva, and I'm just like, especially one into yoga. The session one is hard. Like I actually uploaded like 5-6 videos on YouTube.
Right.
And like, I like use session. I have like the session channel made, but they're all like private right now. But I want to drop like 6 at first. And, but basically it's like, I want to have like, because the digital presence that I think about a lot is like the interface in which people will usually interact our website will be through social media. So that's why I was like, okay, I want to make sure that like the branding on LifeWord looks good. And it's like, okay, if I have something that's like, I need to have like a nice background for the podcast. I think we talked about this where we could use like maybe some of your drawings, and then maybe like, it's like I'm debating even just having it just be a drawing. Just be like, just like the drawing with just like text. But it would be dope if the drawing, this is what I'm saying, this I need to have it on the payment plan, because it would be dope if it could be like, because right now we do the episode every week or maybe every 2 weeks. So it's like every week or every 2 weeks is like a new drawing. But the drawings but it's like, I don't, my other boss said this. He's like, I don't like doing rework. He's like, he hated it more than any person I've ever met. So in my mind, it's like everything is still everything is marching forward. So it's like all these scenes or frames, like for animation, like it's all like kind of keeping everything on a roll. And I know this is like a lot, but this is just like a thought. And I'm not saying nothing big. I'm saying like this is just gonna be like a thumbnail, so it doesn't have to be super huge, or super, perfect. But it's just like, okay, boom, especially for session. One Answer Yoga could just be like a newer background because our background is kind of corny, and then we could still have like our two faces on there, and I could have my cousin help me cut out the faces. But just I told my cousin I was thinking more so I want to just have like a drawing background, something that's just like a background, and that he can then put text on and put the faces on, and then he can help me out with doing that on rotation, at the same time. Because I have different visions for session than One Answer Yoga, and
All right, Leonardo.
that's
No, it's cool. Sorry, I'm just
it's-
processing the visuals, so interpreting
so,
all of that. But so I do think there is possibility for the flexibility of doing a drawing for those frames. That's again where my mind goes back to subject. Because even when I sit down to draw, I'm like, bro, what is blank paper saying to me? And then I'll go, like, depending on what I'm trying to practice. Since I primarily draw from reference, will like
just open that book. Yeah, that's why I'm getting head start on that. No, open it. It's for you. Those are all the references. So like you can just like we can talk. We can talk about it. But that's what I'm trying to do for you. Is just draw the references.
But I guess my mind goes to what does it look like when I translate this? Because the thing is since I draw like primarily from reference, like when you're looking through
Like
my
a picture?
sketchbook, yeah, like when you're looking through my sketchbook and you're like, oh, okay, like this is hard, like the flower head one.
Yeah.
That's the reference.
Yeah, 100%.
So like I found that I was this video of this guy who was like doing that and like literally had put flowers on his head and was wearing that fit. And I like screenshotted it at one point and then just drew that because I like the uniqueness of that photo rather than like looking up person standing reference, which is more like kind of cookie cutter relation of like Canva to design. But going back to my, I guess, question about this, would it be I'm looking at this frame and redrawing it exactly 1-to-1, or am I trying to like mimic this style but have it exists like slightly different, I guess? Does that make sense?
I mean,
Like I could draw this exactly 1-to-1, right? But have it exist in the digital frames, or I could kind of take this interpretation and be like, well, was this shading like, are we doing a different color here? Are we drawing the mountains more defined? Is there like,
okay, so the colors. Okay, so
and I guess these are frames and animated. So
that's what I'm saying. It's like what I remember saying was that you start off with drawing a frame, right?
Mhm.
And then after that, you digitize it. So this would be
Well, I would redraw it digitally. So like with the recent line I did of like that's fully colored, showing the houses where it's different than this, but the more chibi version, if you will, of like the anime style.
Mm.
That's like fully colored, but also is drawn digitally. But we started with a loose reference, like a sketch like this.
Mm.
But then, certain things are like tweaked, some things are added in, removed, just for stylistic choices. But that's kind of the process there. But if we're animating this, like, where would it be? So, like this page.
Mm-hmm.
If this was, we take this, redraw this exactly
Mm-hmm.
in Photoshop, and then I'm animating like these lines,
Mm-hmm.
or radiating out from the moon, and like this isn't a stagnant color; it's like a glowing kind of transparent effect.
Yeah. Like
And
little
it-
stars. Yeah.
So, and then like maybe these lines on the mountains are like slowly moving and kind of represent like the cloudy night sky, so
Yeah.
giving it some light, but still literally just image 1-to-1, but animated. Is that the approach you want to take?
I mean, that's okay with me. Yeah.
That would move it more immediately into production.
Yeah, because my idea is like it's like I draw as straight as I can. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, if you can draw even straighter than that, that's or like you know, I
You know, you the rule.
yeah, you don't. But it's like I'm saying, like you know what I'm saying? Like I'm doing the best that I can.
yeah.
At, like just I'm not putting too much of my but I'm just going through it, and I'm like I like this. Like this looks nice to me. Like
Yeah.
and
And you're essentially sorry.
yeah, you're good. You're good. It's like I'm just shading to the best of my ability. But it's like if you can shade a little bit smoother than there, my intention was to shade. But it's like I do want it to look. I like the way that this looks. Like I like the way that pen and pencil look. Even when they're scanned, I like the way that they look. But and then it's like I'm trying to show here, just like okay, this is like a beach with like some trees. But in this little
Here.
like this flat part here.
Okay, see, I wouldn't have known that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like that's why I add like, so it's like that's why I had the poem to kind of like add texture so that if you were to look at this and read this, you would understand more so what it is.
So this is where the advantage of the like digital tools come in handy because you can still keeping the style but make it a bit more defined. That okay, this is a beach, and now we have the animation of the waves crashing.
Yeah, 100%.
From like these kind of clouds, but
But in the shorter term, the first thing is, it's like, and this is what I'm trying to say. These are all levels to how much work you can handle because it's like level one is okay. Just make the drawing like 30 minutes. That is a 1-to-1 with design intent. Like you see what I'm trying to do here. Like we talk about it and it's like, okay, I see what you're trying to do here. All right, boom. Then you draw it. And then that's like something that's like weekly or like whenever the podcast comes out. But then level 2 is not only are you drawing it, but you're also animating it. And that's like the intro, like a short little intro. Like I'm not trying to do nothing long. Like now that I'm thinking about it more and more, it's like, I think it should start off with like, it's either to start off a conversation or start off, like it should start off with like something from the conversation. Then it can have like an intro, like, okay, boom, then it'll have like, like, maybe a couple of things. And that'll give us more time. And then from there, it's like, okay, then it's like one animation. Then it's like, okay, how many animations can we handle within one podcast? But that's like later down the line when there's like a lot more people and stuff. But for right now, I'm thinking, okay, what can I present? Okay, I can present like a nice thumbnail on social media. And it's like, this is really attractive. It's real pretty, but it also conveys the message that, it conveys like, it starts to plant the seeds in their imagination.
mm-hmm.
And then it also is the basis for animating. And so now that's why I was like, okay, so it's like, I have all these blank ones that I still need to do. But like this one was like, okay, this one's like a cliff scene. I have this one which is like different scenes. Yeah, I did this one too. Like this was something. This one has like, yeah. And then this was the one where it's like a grid where it's like I'm gonna do like the different things for baseline squiggly wiggly that could be scanned in. This one I was gonna do like larger scenes, basically. And I know I drew them like this, like where it's kind of like, it's not like square lines.
You like manga down.
Yeah, I did. But what I'm thinking for like the thumbnail is like, it'd be like, like a square shot or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, it has to be because of
Yeah,
limitations of YouTube.
So it's like there's that. Yeah, YouTube. So it's like YouTube, Instagram, or YouTube, Spotify, Apple, Twitter, Instagram. Like that's all I can handle. That's one hand. That's all I got. So And then what I have, the idea behind some of the thumbnails is like some of them are like less detailed, where it's like, okay, this one's like more squiggly wiggly. And then this one is like more of a reference for you to be more realistic, I guess you could say. And that's what I'm trying to convey sometimes, where it's like, okay, yeah, this one's less detailed. This one's barely any detail. This one's like more detailed.
Okay.
Um,
So I think a way to leverage both me like practicing and understanding this visual style, I get comfortable to be able to like one draw one to one, but then expand upon that and then draw new things in that style. Like, and then two, and then you like, sorry, excuse me,
I feel that.
getting you the media of the thumbnails you need would be like just going through me practicing drawing. Like, we're gonna draw monster. Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah.
Okay, I was thought
Yes, yeah.
When just being polite. No, but like I'm gonna draw, that today. I might draw it in basically different angles and like, perspectives and like groupings or whatever.
Mm.
But trying my best to do it in the squiggly wiggly style, as closest to everything you've drawn now. So essentially, trying to like snipe your style, basically.
Yeah, go ahead, take it.
Yeah.
You're gonna do it.
So-
You're gonna do better with it than I can do with this.
And then eventually, like through this, so like one, we could do like, all right, what if you drew like that picture of a palm tree with the house on the beach, but in squiggly wiggly today. And so then I will like practice that, and do that. And like by the end of each time we hang out, like you'd have at least like one to several drawings to choose from.
Mm.
And you can be like, well, we didn't hit it this time. We'll just practice it next time if it's not like to the tier, but
Yeah.
hopefully I'll hit it the first few goes. And then that'll like exponentially get better as time goes on, as we get on the style.
Mm.
And then we like can look back and be like, okay, like I drew a cliff in this scene, but I drew a person sitting in like a beach chair on this scene. What if we drew like a person sitting on the edge of a balcony?
Yeah.
Like,
100%.
so now I have like references to pull from the past or whatever. But that's a weird example, I guess.
No, I know what you're saying. Yeah, I mean that would be cool.
So that's like one idea about when we could start doing, like, just to get going back to the idea of attention, get it focused on the actionable steps,
Yeah.
but get back on track, Speaking of action, I'll start right now. Okay.
Man.
What should I
I guess
draw?
All right, so
Subject matter, it all comes back to this list.
I think you can draw. Oh, there's two options. We can do
Show me,
a podcast cover, or we can do something for the event. Let's do something for the event.
so something for the event. That raises the question, are we doing that in a different style? Because you originally talked about scanning and drawings of my sketchbook stuff.
No, I was thinking that more so for the podcast.
Oh, I had them flipped.
Because I was thinking like I could just do like, let's say there's like Flower Man, and it's like that was like the low hanging fruit because you already have really beautiful drawings. But that's not on. That might be okay for one answer, Yoga. No, but that's, yeah. If it's like session related, I think it would be dope. And it was towards everything was like towards like life or treehouse kind of things. What did I say now? I'm kind of forgetting. But it's just
Oh, no, you were saying basically that the sketches, so like going through my sketchbook, I'm scanning them, would be used for podcast covers.
yeah.
So now I'm trying to understand.
Like no, not podcast covers. It would be more so clip covers because what I was thinking was okay.
So thumbnails.
Yeah, thumbnails. Because it's like okay, yeah.
And then you said that squiggly wiggly would be used for physical media. I had them flipped.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
Wig was for
No,
initially because when I first started, it was for the intro and like those frames you just showed me. So I was thinking of it in the digital sense.
but that's more so. But that to me, that's more so like for the product, I guess you could say, not like the advertising.
Oh, okay.
And let's put it that way. So, but like, this was just the basis. It was like, you know, my idea, like this is how I draw the sun, by the way. So it's just the sun on the bottom, and this is like the thing that we would then like leave a circle in here for a podcast. Like I mean, not for a podcast, for a QR code that takes you to a link tree that'll make, and then boom, because yeah, we need to have that because I need to have that. Yeah, yeah. It's like I feel like I need to have a post that has that because really, it's like I need to. I think I'm thinking about like, okay, what are the most important things? And it's like you need to be contactable and you need to be able to have like money flow, right? So it's like I got to be able to have like they. I want to have like a document that explains pricing and but like what we do and the pricing and how it's going to be used. And so that's why I was thinking to myself, I need to like make this like foundation piece. Like what I can do is I can first I'm going to do a draft of what I was thinking with like having the squares and be like this is the mission, and then like this is like the pricing because I have like tiers of pricing for membership, so like donations and stuff like that I want to convey. And I want to put that also on Instagram. So it's like I'm scanning, it's on the Instagram, you can see that. Then it'll also be on person. And then once we get the website, then it'll be on the website. But it looks the same. And it just goes, I just handwrite, like I did the draft and I did like, second draft, did the final. And it's just me doing like handwriting things. And then in the first two drafts, I'll just sketch like a reference of what I'm thinking. Like, okay, maybe a Monstera here. I'll do my little version of a Monstera or whatever. And then that'll give you like a little bit of like context, a little bit more context to work with. And then that third version which is like my text is real nice and this is like the nice way. And then that's where it's like, okay, you use the second one as reference to draw on that. And we scan that. And then we scan that to post and then laminate it or like copy it and laminate it. And I can also copy it so that, like there's not the yellow. Sometimes you can copy it so there's not the yellow. I kind of like the yellow, but just because it conveys the point to me where it's like we're extremely creative, but we're on engineering paper. And usually engineering paper isn't used in this way.
I will say I don't think, although it's a cool idea, I don't think that'll come across to most people. That sees engineering paper.
Well, that's kind of the point about the but it's like if you know, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
But anyways, that was what I was thinking. And that would be first because now we can kind of like see how it goes. We could try to have it. We have like a good deadline, trying to have it there by 3/8 for that. And we have those around the place. And I think there's something about like if I go to a space and the signage there is nice, that also gives it like an air of legitimacy and like, okay, like they took their time and like placing things correctly. And then even when I handwrite in there, if we can scan it and like copy over and digitize it, then that would also be like advantageous. We can use that because I'll take my time. But that would be
Okay.
So because we're gonna see each other on Saturday.
Yeah. So then it comes back to my, I guess, original question of subject matter. What do you want on this first hand drawing? Because it sounds like, if I'm not misunderstanding, the main priority right now, because of due date, is physical media to have signage in.
So I'm just gonna draw it. You don't have to like. I'm just gonna draw what it is. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, but looking forward, eventually getting that to a point where it's easier to be actually designed. Because I really do think there still needs to be, if you're drawing everything, I guess that's fine. But I still think color is important. And
Mhm.
just while these are like unique drawings, they're not. Maybe it's because I like have high standards as an artist, but they're
Yeah.
not that all like captivating to me personally.
Yeah.
But I do think color would help sell the more abstract style.
Yeah.
And also adding color to your brand
Mhm.
again helps add those building blocks of the brand identity.
Mhm.
So you don't want like a Skittles brand where you have every color under the sun.
Yeah, that's true. Only a couple.
You can use certain palettes of colors. You know, artists did that. Like there's, that sort of thing. But, so I would say if you are still like, since you're moving forward with it's hand drawn to where minus the QR code and probably the round text, everything else on here would be the base media of scanning this in and then adding the QR code visually and then round text. And maybe like a date of when the event is would be important, or I guess sorry, I'm misunderstanding the purpose of this, but just QR code, then adding color.
Oh yeah. Well, this is purple.
See, I can like barely tell, and that's where the advantage of like print comes in and having it actually like the differences between an art hand drawn sketch and actually like printing, So, but I was just thinking color in the sun,
Oh yeah.
the background. Like
It's like I'm just not good enough to draw that stuff, and it would take too much time. But I could just be like, "Hey, take this. Can you make this look better?" And you're like, "All right, yeah. I think I should add color here, and I should draw. Like, I should do this." And that's kind of like my idea.
okay,
It's like but it's just like it's like I'm just trying to draw the references so that yeah, you can add whatever you want to add to it, but we look at it together. And that's kind of my idea with this, where it's like I'm going to draw I'm going to draw the idea that I have. This is just like me to convey the idea, where it's just like I want to have like a unique flowing sky, and then we're gonna like with the other references we looked at in here, and you could even take one of those, and that can be the background for this. That's okay with me. That's kind of my idea, where it's just like
being
this this is where it explains like explains more about it. It's like mission statement and investment, kind of, or maybe that needs to be 2 separate. Yeah, maybe that has to be 2 separate.
So I guess what I would need for you to get from you to get this on time is either if you want, I can take this drawing, scan it in, and then add the actual like. We just need to get the QR code made, but there's a QR code generator, so you can get for that. I could work with this, but I would probably just remove this whole section where the QR code is and maybe add the actual like LifeWord logo, but mimic your patterning and color treatment. But have it be the actual logo itself, unless you wanted to keep.
No, I mean that's just me drawing it there. So it's just like it could be the
Just
look.
keep it consistent, because like having the logo look the same.
That's my idea.
Right
there.
Dude is right.
Ooh,
Soft with her down.
Yet again.
always.
Always. Yeah.
Nice.
Just found.
All right, so you need some food.
But yeah, so
Yeah, my actual vision was, you to look at this, you'd be like, okay, I see you're just trying to have like a little spiral pattern here with, this is actually purple in here too, now that I'm looking at it, but you're trying to have a spiral in here, you want to have some color in black, okay. Then this is just lines and just showing like a pattern, like an outlining pattern, and even the outlining pattern can have different colors, like it could be like yellow, closest to the sun, and then it can go like to different darker shades of red, like orange red to red or something like that. And this is my vision, was like I'll have this conversation with you. I'm like, it could be like this. Like I like watercolors for like sky stuff, but I don't know how to do it, and I don't have any. But like watercolors, or just like it could be a full like nice little sky. And then on this drawing, I didn't really draw this to the scale that I wanted to, but this is meant to be like this logo here more so. I'm gonna make the planet a little bit bigger, but like this eventually can also be a logo. Like this is what I'm thinking that can be digital. And so the only artistic piece would really just be like, like the background eventually, but maybe just for the short amount of time, you can like kind of read. This is just meant to be like a spiral and kind of like almost like tree trunks. And then and has like 2 rings around it, like Saturn. Um, so because it's like I don't want it to look exactly like this. I'm thinking to myself, like, okay, what if I had like 10 more years of experience and I could like draw this like exit like really nice, like more like controlled. But and then I would probably have the QR code a little bit bigger to kind of represent like it's almost like welcome to our world. And it's like boom, you click on that and it's like boom, everything. But that was what I envisioned. So it's like, yeah, this would be digital, this would be digital, that would be digital. Eventually we would have the logo that would be bigger and then that would be digital, but it could be hand drawn for now. And then that. So
Yeah, it started making more sense.
so that would be a good subject for that one, because that one's already kind of like ready. But I still need to fit into template for the pricing.
Yeah, I basically just need to wrong.
Hi. We had fun with your friend. It,
Were you all talking about gossip?
honestly, a lot. I told her your funny little thing about our cycles matching up and how that's because we need to get our feelings out together. We were just talking about a lot of different things. I talked to her about the medium situation. She fully believes in mediums too. So she was like, you should like definitely watch out this week. I was like, very interesting. I don't know. We were shopping a lot. A lot of my different things. She told me a lot about Islam and like what they did for Ramadan and whatnot. And yeah. Maybe guys are that far. Sick periods.
Yeah, actually, no. We were trying to unravel the mystery.
It is a mystery. We don't understand that. Me and Sophomore were talking about it. We were like, we don't know why our bodies do what they do.
It's true. It's been a part of me for so long that I don't.
I mean, I know why I get it, but I don't know why we say it. But
Should be recorded.
probably. Where do you put the camera? That's why I'll do it signs. Whoa. The wind is crazy tonight.
Go to the knees, so.
Do you know how old pop is? I learned this today. Take a guess.
8, 7, 4, 5, 4,
Guess how old Kimber is?
2.
7. Kimber's older.
Uh,
Doesn't act like it.
I was like, I was born at 8 years old. It's so funny.
Yeah, I also have pita bread.
Girl. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna
Here,
finish.
no, I got it. You know,
She is so mom.
It's so sweet.
I would like the Mexican bowls tomorrow.
There you go.
so when I visit,
Do you have anything going on tomorrow?
It's like, I'm gonna give Kat her key back at some point, but I think she has. She starts tomorrow.
Do you have to go to her? Can she come in here?
Not clear. But I'll deal with her and see.
I'm just kind of in and out tomorrow. So I'm gonna be really lazy
the preschoolers were out, and then I used the hula hoops one final time, and Jimmy used the hula hoops with them like they did on the first day. So I don't have to teach them how to combo.
Use the balloons.
And then I return the hula hoops to my office.
It's like these.
Who is it?
I'm gonna have like body. They also gave me scarves that I never used.
And you hula hoop all 20 hula hoops.
They're quite fun.
You should definitely buy it.
Applying some of them.
Yeah.
Anybody want chips?
Mm.
Dude, there's it.
The dipped.
Here, pen.
That's
Yeah.
This is your J holder.
For a second, I thought it was a
Wait,
pen, but then I was like, is it a one hitter?
It's definitely weed related. You got me.
Not that much. The line is nice.
Good.
You did it? We got.
Moving around, I've never done that before.
Oh, you.
Unlocked.
We're almost out of our fancy chips, though.
Not the fancy chips.
I know.
Well, we got different fancy chips this time because we were at Costco. But
Oh, God, you me,
the regular fancy chips are the shit.
They're so good.
You don't want to show night.
It's like a. Can you see?
No, I think.
You want it?
It's
I haven't found a low, but it's all good.
That's sweet.
I've been looking for
Ooh,
You.
that's good with coffee.
I make my own creamer.
Yeah, so fed up with me drinking all the creamery. You're
I
like,
ordered 3 of them.
order a pound of condensed.
Locker drinks the creamer that I make
Yeah,
in like
mood.
2 or 3 days.
That's not drinking.
It's not my fault. It's so good.
Damn, Crane.
I would
It's
drink.
your fault.
It's just like available. You know, when we don't have creamer, I just drink what coffee.
But I don't like black coffee, so
You're right.
I mean I don't dislike it. It's just not my preference.
You're just not running.
Especially this
Right.
one.
So I started making my own creamer probably like a year and a half ago. It is a whole can of sweetened condensed milk. You top off a container with oat milk, and then I put cinnamon in it. And if I have it, I do like a dash of vanilla.
That's amazing.
It's perfect.
It's all you need. Because the sweetness of condensed milk is perfect.
Correct.
Oh, I get it.
Mm-hmm. Lockhart seems to like it, so
You do sound right.
so much so that it's my fault.
It is.
Wait a second.
Wait,
No, you said it. It's okay.
I'm supporting you.
I wasn't saying it
Don't
was your
backpedal.
fault that I
But they're going full throttle here.
I was not saying it's your fault I drank it all.
I did.
I was saying it's your fault it's good. So I was like, it's like a backhanded compliment, I guess. But
It's the same. Those are the same.
how was that the same?
That's the same.
Whatever. I'll buy more.
Okay.
I'll buy sweet
She made it,
biscuits
right?
every day.
Well, I
If
just
she
bought
made
one.
it.
I bought 3 of them.
Sometimes I make
Mm-hmm.
sometimes I do make it, I will say.
Mhm.
She leaves me at home alone. I was out of town. He's all cold. I gotta go make some money. It'd be a good boy. Why do you sound like that?
This is cold.
Yeah. Turns off the AC to save money. I'm just kidding. She
I did do
Rub
that
it
when we
together.
first moved in, though.
Mhm.
I turned off the whole system. I went back in there. It was like 60 degrees.
You do like that
It's
sometimes.
like, I got to turn this on before Locker gets back.
Hey, 60's not that bad.
Mm-mm. There was one morning. It was the day we moved in. I think it was no, it was like the day that we were going to sleep there the first time.
Mhm.
And I knew that I had turned it off on the day that we got the keys because he didn't go there. And I was like, okay, we don't need the heat turned on right now. We're not there.
Well, because your services were already on.
Correct.
Yeah.
So I turned it all off. And then I woke up the day that we were going to sleep there for the first time. And it was 30 degrees in the morning. Not in the house, but like 30 degrees outside. And I was like, I was already on my way to work, and the thought occurred to me. I was like, I don't want to freeze the pipes.
Yeah.
And so I went straight there after work. And I had told him, I was like, I have to go make this stop at the apartment. And it was literally just to turn on the AC.
Yeah.
I mean, but that's when it was 60. So it didn't drop lower than that. Thank
My goodness.
Honestly, you know, it's cutesy when you live like, you know, in a building, I'm building 1910. And when it's freezing, but the heat is set to, what are these things called?
The furnace? I mean, the radiator. No, the radiator.
Yeah, so the radiators are set
Right.
to, I think a certain temperature before they turn on.
Okay.
And then also like for the season. So like it was freezing. And every week I'm like, so can you let me know when they're going to be turned on? Because you have to have like space heaters to survive before they kick in. So it's like either the season starts or the it's not cold enough, but I can't feel my toes. So it is cold enough. But right. So you have to have like space heaters, which then now, you know,
Well,
it's
I feel like if you operate warm and do better in warm climates, like
I like when I'm trying to accomplish something, like, it gets too cold, I get sleepy.
I did that.
I'm reptilian.
Like when I'm driving, there's so much AC, like I'm ready to go to sleep. I'm going to go yeah.
Cold.
Oh,
is
you're
not-
good. I don't want the dogs to do it. What's wrong with them? They used to eat Rex.
Oh, it's ready.
Yeah, we cooked them real food.
Yeah, you're good.
I did know that.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
the spices though sometimes. So, like,
This
I
man's
don't
not
want
on
to leave a
everything.
nice on your floor.
Toph has survived many things. Like recently, he got into chili oil in his stomach. Not unfazed. Nothing happened. I mean, humans died. Yeah, he got to chili oil. Ate 2 little rains of that.
Maybe it's how he's turning himself into a superpowered dog.
Yes.
It's like, all right, I'm gonna eat this
I
thing.
told you he tripped, right?
Of course. Wait,
Mhm.
what?
He tripped. He ate mushrooms.
Oh.
Toss 8 mushrooms.
Chocolate mushrooms. So one time we came home,
Oh, he was
it's like, I
probably
think it was
losing his
good.
mind.
Girl, he just sound like this.
I think you learned English.
He learned sentences, grammar. You had a great day, didn't you? So at first I was about to freak out.
I was
Quentin was
scared
like,
to death.
I was scared to death. I was like, my dog is about to die. But he survived it. He fully survived it. So then I was like, okay, go into facilitate mode. I got a big blanket, let him lay on it, got some water, got some music, and I just let him lay in my lap, and he was passed.
That's probably what he needs.
Yes. Because we tried to get him to go lay down
Who's
through that
so
hallway. But that hallway, when you're tripping, when you think about it, probably was like 17,000 times.
funny.
So he was sitting at the end of the hallway, and he's like, he was terrified. We're like, Tom, come here. He's like, he tried to get me to go there, and it was dark. It was just, he was like, this is too spooky. No, thank you.
The spinning waves are also coming towards you.
Yeah.
No, he just looked the way Lynn's like, what the hell? I've never seen a comment like this before. And when he would stand still, he was with his
He'd be like, unwell, that dog. Poor
Yeah.
baby.
but
Yeah.
There you
It was
are. I'm-
hysterical. So cute.
How often do you get gossip about like secondhand high?
Right for amount. But maybe that was why she started coming in my room more.
We asked David for a video of them yesterday.
There's a
But-
girl.
These little babies. They were having simultaneous bath time.
Oh no. No.
So the person who moved in has a cat too?
No, David got another cat.
Mm.
What?
Right before we moved out.
Literally a week before.
That was beautiful. I love
Yeah.
that chair.
So get this. So David gets a 6-week-old kitten.
Mm.
Her name is Pachika.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
so cute.
Minutes.
She is a menace.
Mhm.
She's also a baby. But David gets this cat and then immediately gets called on a fire.
Mm.
So Puchika becomes our cat.
Yeah, especially she's unsupervised.
Yay.
And she was really scared of people at first, and she would like hide. And she was itty bitty. Like there was one point where she was smaller than Lockert's foot. Like
Oh my
So
god.
tiny. But
Adorable.
so cute. Do you guys know what Puchika means?
Mm-mm.
Little shit.
Yeah.
Yay.
But that's not a good idea.
You
Not
sensed it.
not point what I mean. It means more.
No, it
it's like
also-
it's an expletive.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like wow, you know.
But
also,
it also means little.
that's what it is.
What is it?
Puchika?
Okay.
No, with a C. Puchick or CA.
She's not a little shit.
She can be.
Okay, I see. It's used as mild interjection to express surprise, annoyance, frustration, or just relief.
Yeah.
I see like that. I'm like shit.
So it's like,
Yeah.
but in words.
So there's Princessa, the princess, and
And then there's that.
but yeah,
But without knowing that name, without knowing the meaning, you're like, so cute.
It's adorable.
Yeah.
she is adorable.
Yeah.
So sweet.
No, ma'am. Back up. Go. Pause. You're leading bad example. Back up. Go lay down.
God, this wind is insane.
Partially why he's terrified.
Mm-hmm. Be like that. I get it.
If you're lay down top, you're gonna get blown away. You understand cynicism now. Shut up. I know you always joking.
Sorry, but you hold up, Jojo. Yo, the other day I was walking the babies. There was literally a car that had a Mojo Jojo hat in the back seat, and I was like,
Stop.
"Damn it, I wish I had 3 hands."
Oh my god.
I'd never seen that. Where do you get that? It was so good.
Who knows? The Target shelf was finally delivered today. I haven't put it together yet because it was delivered like right before I had to leave to teach.
Oh my god, that's a relief.
Mm-hmm.
I love that was even there.
I mean, we just had the bar soap sitting on the floor, so need something. That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. Let's be starting from the bottom, literally.
You seen our trash can?
We do have a trash can.
So we work backwards.
Exactly. Do we have a couch? No. A place to eat? No.
You have a summer. You have a summer chair.
We do. Thank you.
You do.
Thank you.
You have seating.
Yes.
We have stand-up tables.
Hello.
Yeah. So it's like in the kitchen, it's connected to the kitchen counter.
Nice.
So when I eat breakfast, it's like a stand-up table. So you know it's more.
I
Yeah.
love bar stools
Class
because
it up
I've
a little
considered
bit.
it.
Yeah.
I'm also just lazy though. So.
Yeah. I ate on the floor for a long time before I got my couch. Now I'm
Mhm.
like for panic.
Yeah, I need to find a time to go to the couch eventually.
Go to that
That's a plan.
the restore store.
Yeah.
It's like very question.
That's a plan.
First, I might piss you off because you're like, why this price? You'll see it. You'll see it.
Yeah, we'll see.
Mm.
No, that's sure. Have it. It was delicious. I don't want you to think that it's
No, you put them on there. Remember, Quentin was like, you eat
the eyes. They're bigger than my stomach.
Oh my gosh, you cleaned your bowl, Corinne.
Look,
She's that for
I can eat that.
Yeah, you did. I saw that.
We all want to stay on the same way. Like honestly,
So-
I'm gonna get a couch.
Mm,
How long am I gonna be here for?
I've seen a lot on Facebook Marketplace, but he doesn't really want to get a sectional, and that's the two like majority of the things that I'm finding.
And that would work for your setup, by the way.
What?
An L shape.
He doesn't want a sectional.
That's my point. I'm like, boom. Use your house.
He would rather get like a standard couch and a chair.
Oh, yeah. That in my opinion is probably better than an L.
Exactly.
What if
Because then you can finesse with a chair.
I really need a throne.
Oh. You see that?
February is almost over, so you better milk this as long as you want.
Oh, he is. He is. And I keep asking, so what's happening for Women's History Month next month?
My first. It's my turn.
Hello.
You're already trying to assassinate overthrow your king.
Where did assassinate come from?
Wow.
Never said anything wrong.
Wow.
I saw that.
He's like, so you hate me?
Yeah.
I was like, this is seriously. Is that what it is?
Look,
Wow.
I bought you a bed.
Wow. Oh.
That's assassination.
That's crazy.
A bed is crazy.
I'll just stick with it.
I'll go out. Like, fuck shit in your bed.
Oh, we got the bed. I showed him Lilo and Stitch the other night.
You never seen that before?
He hadn't seen it since he was a child.
Okay.
And it's so different as an adult.
So, Nemo is an adult?
Ah,
Your heart?
I'm on Marlon's team.
took
I'm
it like that.
sorry. Marlon is in the right.
Always.
Nemo's
I
a
love
little
it.
shit. Nemo's a puchica.
Yeah, it is. He was a butchie. Yeah, he is. No, I
Oh, it's
love
such a little
Nemo.
shit.
Lilo and Stitch make me ball of an adult.
Have you watched the live action?
No.
It's actually pretty good.
I'm a little bit fishy about it.
I watched
So I'm
it
glad
on the
you said that.
plane, and it actually brought a tear to my eye.
Okay.
I will say.
Okay.
It was very, very sweet.
I'll
I
start
think it just
putting
makes
hands
a
on
little
it.
bit of a difference when you see an actual child actor portraying what Lilo is going through, because it's actually really fucked up what
Yeah.
Lilo has to deal with.
Bro, the aliens are basically CPS.
I mean, she actually did have CPS on her ass.
That's insane.
And the aliens being CPS. Because her parents died, and now she's forced to live with her sister who's barely graduated high school.
She's a baddie.
She's
She's bad.
and she,
Lino! You know what? Oh.
but yeah, the live action is good. And it's not super long either. It's under 2 hours. It's like an hour 45, I want to say. Pretty short.
Drag me. I need Little Stitch to drag me for 2 hours.
Now I need to go rewatch Finding Nemo again.
Oh my god.
Have you seen Finding Dory?
No.
No, I wouldn't survive it.
So cute. It talks about her short-term memory loss.
I have
That's
seen
not bad. I
Finding
had
Dory.
that.
A long time ago.
Mhm. So good.
But she like literally is in the ocean talking to herself and then she forgets. Like it's like basically dementia.
Why'd you look at me like
Oh, yeah.
Because nobody's looked at you and I'm like, we should
Oh, he has dementia? Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even
How adorable. Like,
I know.
you has dementia. Me? It is like that, though.
It was scary. It was like that was interesting.
I'm sorry.
I love
Our audience.
Yeah. I don't know. Dude.
Dude.
he has dementia. Yeah, yeah. Like,
Only some, though.
Oh.
only a little slight bit.
Yeah, I was talking to me like, oh darn, I forgot what I was talking about. Hey, but
It's a short-term dementia.
right.
I wonder if
See,
there's a
short-term
bathroom.
memory loss.
So Jordan deals with.
But you know who my favorite character is in Finding Nemo?
No idea.
Crush.
Hands
And
down.
Squirt. Oh,
Hands
my-
down.
Little Squirt.
Hands down. Yeah, I replay
Which one?
the turtles.
Crush? That's turtle.
Baby
Yes.
turtle. Adorable. The fact that you got somebody to make that voice.
And then the
Whoa, dude.
Oh man,
Yes.
yes.
that's my favorite.
Yeah, man was stoned. That was like that
So
was
stoned.
Who was it? Shaggy? Shaggy of the water.
Yes. Listen, at both Disney parks in the US, they have Turtle Talk with Crush. And you can talk with him. And it is so fucking funny because you see these little kids ask him these dumbass questions and he answers. And it's so funny. It's actually comical.
I'm like, who answers them
There's an actor.
behind that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah, they have an actor that like learns the voice and then does it.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
That's spectacular.
And then they also have like some sort of a like motion, not designer, but like
And
there's like preset things and
Mhm,
you know,
mhm.
for
Oh,
them
that
to
makes
be able to
sense.
like make him move around.
Mm,
And then his mouth just kind of goes like that. But
That's
yeah,
what I'm
it's so cute. It's so funny watching the kids ask some dumbass questions. Like their parents will sometimes feed them questions too. And they'll be like, Crash, what's your favorite kind of sushi?
yeah.
He's a sea turtle. He's not gonna be eating sushi.
What does he say?
He answers crazy things. They have to be able to think on their feet to do that because they have to be funny.
Hell yeah.
You are putting him to sleep.
I'm glad.
Okay, so you said something about pillows.
Mhm.
Have you ever heard of At Home?
Yeah,
There's one nearby. Nearby meaning 25 minutes away, but
that's nearby.
Yeah.
That's fine.
it's a long tree.
You said that's 25 minutes away?
Mm-hmm.
That's where David moved. He said 45.
I'm looking at it right now.
Me lying.
Hmm.
24 minutes.
Whoa. That's what I said, 24 minutes.
Didn't he say 45?
Yeah, but you might have been talking about during the time.
But I also think maybe more north. You know what I mean? Because
Could be.
you could be. Colorado is huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could be like I remember when we were in Virginia, Stafford stretched for so long. You're in the
Yeah.
boonies. And
Oh,
so
yeah.
You're still in Stafford.
When we would drive from Nashville to New Jersey, we would always say that we hated the Virginia leg of that drive because it was like actually 8 hours.
It's so long.
So stupid.
From the bottom all the way up.
From Bristol to DC.
Yes,
It's
insane.
crazy.
That's crazy work right there. Hell no.
My mother wouldn't get on a plane. So I think I told you. Oh, I told her my mom's dating stories.
I saw her in her face.
Her mom was my mom's age too.
Mm-hmm.
They're both 53.
Never
Or about to be 53.
Yeah, both
Yeah.
173. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Dang. Just telling your mom's age, like,
Wow.
I asked her because I was like, "This sounds too familiar."
And you know, I was gonna make a comment too. I think that 50s are really tough for women specifically because
Yeah.
50 is considered a senior citizen, but they're still like so not old in their
No,
brain.
they were just 49.
Exactly. And it's like they still want to be like
Mhm.
their 30-year-old selves and they're not. And now like their kids are their 30-year-old offspring and they're just in a different place in life, which is really interesting. And I think it's almost like a
It's like a teenage rebirth.
that and also what is it called? There's a specific term that I'm thinking of where it's like self something. Oh my gosh.
self-actualization.
No. It's like when you think one thing about yourself and it's not at all true.
Oh,
Delusion?
Dementia?
Delusion.
his eyes open.
That was funny.
That was so good.
That was a really good one.
It's like
Imposter syndrome.
that's
what it
this
is.
is my time.
Imposter syndrome. It's
That
that.
is, yeah.
Yeah.
You have to accept the transition you're going through.
And accept every
Physical.
stage of life.
Yeah.
And accept the some men ain't shit.
Yeah, girl, listen, they can be here. I still say it.
Yeah.
I love you and I love you.
Yeah.
You said about shit?
And the truth is
Some
what it
men ain't
is.
shit. I said men, right? I didn't say you.
But some, some are, even if they have dementia.
Only some. Only some.
What was that you said? It took you a second.
Not everyone has an expert memory like you.
Thank you. Yeah. Look, I was like actually kind of bragging on myself earlier. You know how I told you that there are those dance moms at the studio in the morning that are like, "Oh my god, your resume is like so cool," and they talk to me for like,
You're legit.
yeah, that was what she said. Well, I had mentioned that I was like going back to school this summer, and she said, "How are you gonna do that?" And I was just like, "Oh, I mean, like I'm pretty good at school." And she was like, "Of course you are." I said, "What?"
You just said, "Oh, I love you."
And I was just like, I mean, like I just test really well. Like I remember things and I test really well, and then I forget it when I don't need it anymore.
Mm.
And she was like, I guess I can resonate with that. Like, I am a CPA, and I'm like, see, you do cool shit too. But that just made me, yeah, I am crazy.
Is the conversation deductible?
That would have been nice. That would have been nice. Because I had to pay a lot of money to begin with.
We should talk to Quentin about that.
Yeah, I heard you
Please
not
don't.
paying your taxes.
You won't.
You won't leave.
I refuse.
Are you paying your taxes? No.
No. Probably no.
Well, I had to pay $2,300 to the government. So now I saved that. So I knew it was going to happen.
I think yeah. Make this year, you know.
Yeah.
There's still time for me to not pay mine. Although I was thinking about doing it, but
Everybody's doing it. Everybody's doing it.
but I hate doing like
Well, you should follow your tax from last year. I'm doing that, but
No, it's not.
What do you say?
I already
He
done
said it's
it.
too late.
No, it's not.
No.
They let you file.
That's what I'm saying. He's making up shit.
I just
Like Tom.
Oh goodness. No, do you know how taxes work? Locker?
when you buy your taxes, you know how things work for this year. No,
No.
no, because
You say you don't know.
I was talking about last year.
yeah.
No.
2025, I'm not about this.
There you go.
No.
Sorry, you guys know this. Like, if you
But that, I'm gonna do that for sure. But after that, they're on their own.
26 moving forward.
Yeah,
Mm.
I don't have to tell you, because
Mm.
I just don't have it.
I ain't got it. Mm-mm. No, sir.
2027. What do you mean inflation is down, but my taxes are up?
What do you mean? It's
Called they lie.
I just traded the numbers.
Yep.
It's like what we were saying.
100%.
Swapping the denominator and numerator.
oh, when you. That's what I left the conversation. Yeah. This is a house that loves math.
I
No,
love
good.
math.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna say this is a house that loves math.
I love
Yeah,
math. Do you love math?
I'm
Math
good.
is so much fun. It's
Yeah.
a puzzle.
Yeah.
I fucking love it.
Mm-hmm.
But they did this. There's this equation, and when I was studying to get my like professional engineer license, there's this test you have to take,
Mm-hmm.
and I was taking like a review class, and in the class, the guy was like, "Yeah, there's this equation. Talk back up." How does he say doing this? Back up. No, I
Lead spot.
He's crashing us. No. Goes to Talk shows up right where you're about to start. I was like, he knows your blind spot very well. Like you're about to just take 1 inch of his ear, you feel his ear go.
Oh, so this equation. Also, what kind of engineer are you?
Civil engineer.
I wanted to do mechanical for a while,
Oh, wow.
but then when I was deciding to go back to school, I was like, yeah, I want to do that. No.
Why?
Too much school. But anyway, you're a civil
Why?
engineer. Very cool.
So on the exam, there's like this section. It's like there's this equation that's like they're giving us to use as a reference. And he was like, last year, the numerator and denominator were opposite. They switched the numerator and denominator between like the last time they did it and this time. They found something different about it. And I'm thinking to myself, like, didn't people design off of that equation? You know, like you're telling me you're gonna flip the numerator, and it's like the variables are like it's like whatever. It's like you have these it's like an equation on the top of the equation on the bottom, and they flipped it. And I was like, yeah, that's a sign that they be lying. They just be saying whatever sometimes.
Whatever they want.
Never the fuck.
Whatever.
And he's like,
Like,
don't
you're
you?
telling me the mitochondria is the powerhouse in the cell. How do you know that?
That's not math.
Prove it.
It's science, but you're right.
But it's still the same stuff. Like, you can't trust him.
They're cousins.
Yeah.
They're definitely they're
Women
learning about
still-
science right
come
now.
on. Women, no. They know nothing. Nothing. I was talking about we were talking. He asked what we were talking about in the
Like,
house.
what was it? What were we talking about?
A lot.
I was talking about my kidney problems. I was talking about like the health system. We're talking about big pharma. I don't know how, but we did it. We did a lot.
We
Okay,
probably
we
run
did it.
distillation.
They did
Oh,
a
yeah,
speed run.
Mhm,
yeah.
mhm,
Yeah, big farm, but
mhm,
Big pharma is ass.
mhm.
Chemotherapy is so expensive.
Has Big Pharma actually cured anything?
No, also this
Classic.
is killing us.
There.
Mhm.
yeah, that's why I got his bag. You keep it in him.
Mm. As I have it sitting on my hip.
And girl, my
You better take it off you. Put it on your phone table. So I wasn't living anywhere near.
huh?
You don't have it near your vagina.
I told her. I see like some of my friends just laying on their stomach on their uterus. I'm like, you're burning. I can see it. Cause she asked. She was like, what type of cancer did your dad pass away from? And I was like, breast cancer. And she was like, puzzled. And I was like, I wasn't so much fun because I know it's possible. It's possible, but the reason and
It's so rare.
is random. Yeah, I mean, is because he would put his phone on his chest and fall asleep to music.
My partner
The
was funny.
radiation.
Who's gonna do that?
Your mom did.
Oh, well, I mean, that's probably why you're waiting too.
I've been seeing that. I no more.
I was gonna say, I think the reason that I remember is that he was given like medicine to prevent him from getting prostate cancer, but one of the side effects of the medicine is that it makes you likely to get cancer. Like it's like one of
That
I'm telling you, it's hilarious. It's a great plan if you're crazy.
Well,
So,
So they get his big.
well, and that's like we talked about this.
so
before,
that's like, I don't like getting harmed at all.
like the medical ads that you see, and it's like half of the damn commercial is talking about the side effects
Look,
and they talk about the side effects.
and
Wow.
death.
Yeah.
Like,
Times 4 speed. Wait.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's half the damn commercial. And then they're like, take it today.
Throwing a baseball with their son. I'm like, that's dark.
Because then the thing about that too is like that was like the first part, and then the second part was he lost some insurance.
Right, she was
Like,
talking about that.
yeah. So it's like then it's like insurance and the medical. Not good. Not
To
good.
say the least.
To say the least.
I was telling her how less than a year into my dad's treatment, which he fought for 4 years, but less than a year in, they did a procedure on him. It was called Y90. Basically, they went through the femoral artery to implant radiation beads into the tumor that was inside his liver.
Mm.
And the goal was to burn it from the inside out.
Mm.
It burned his liver instead.
Wow.
So for 3 years, he did not have a functioning liver,
Wow.
nor functioning bile duct. So when he could have just continued with the chemo, they were like, no, we're going to do this like
You're this new thing.
incredible procedure.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. And then he had to have a tube out of his abdomen for the rest of his life because his
Whoa.
liver didn't work.
That's what I said.
Crazy.
See?
Tomato, tomato.
Actually crazy.
See?
And that procedure was like $50K. No, we billed it to insurance.
Yeah.
Thankfully, like we were able to do that. But like, what the fuck?
Yeah, literally. You make 50K to make things worse. Excellent.
And
And you wonder why we hate you. No, that's true. I mean,
It's nasty.
so
it's coming to
Stay
an end.
blessed.
I don't know. There's a lot of eyes opening up. Like,
yeah.
you know, I was talking to my mom about how there's so many foods that are covered in poison.
Yeah.
And today in yoga, we were doing some sort of pose. The setup was like there were windows on top and then windows on the side. And I'm doing some sort of like stretch where my head is up. And I can just see the plane with like the chemtrail behind it. And I'm like, now I'm just watching my demise in this yoga pose. Like it was such a strange experience. Like I know what that is because why does it look like that?
Right.
He's so cute.
That's everywhere.
Oh, ridiculous. You know that?
He's so cute.
He's been licking me. Well, he licked me not too much, but
Not too much. You're
Nah.
contaminated.
yeah.
But the turn to him.
He's trying to
What's the pose of the day today?
Oh yeah. I actually fell away from this. Something about you. I'm like, is it in here right now? Oh yeah, it is. What's today?
Today is the 25th.
I didn't pick one for the tournament. You want to pick right over?
55.
225.
Even Kimber didn't like that.
What was so weird about
That's
that?
what it was.
She just was she. It was the timing. As soon as you said that, she like just like raw out.
Oh, this is your shoulder stand.
Like a
Ah.
That's if you can't do it.
What up? I'm 225.
like experiment 225.
Shoulder stand. Elbows tough.
Mm-hmm. She has a little camo stick moment.
Like this is the one you're supposed to do. This is what people consider, or like at least like one of the swamis I like a lot. They consider this the most important posture.
A shoulder stand?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's so decompressive for your back.
Mhm.
Yes, and it like they say it emphasizes like your thyroid
Mm.
and that like kind of moves everything.
And it's the feet above the heart, too.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah,
Which is good for
100%.
regulation.
Yeah, 100%.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So I should start putting my feet above my.
They often
100%.
say if you ever like feel lightheaded, put your feet above your heart,
Mhm.
and it'll like re-regulate your body.
Yeah, I'm gonna feel lightheaded all week.
You know, yeah, because you're
I
not
have
eating.
dementia.
It's all that condensed milk.
You really think so?
What if I'm allergic to it?
Yeah, that is. Whoa.
You don't think that there's chemicals in the condensed milk? What?
Wait, what is it? What brand? Where are you getting your condensed milk?
How do they
Zero.
condense it?
Huh?
How is it condensing the milk?
So he has to milkify, right? Before it can condense. It's a whole
Oh,
process.
I had a trip in my mouth.
It might go.
Who the fuck is that?
Oh.
He literally goes, remain in this pose for not less than 5 minutes. Gradually increase the time to 15.
Gradually, yeah.
It was like most people wouldn't be in shoulder stand for 5 minutes or in any posture for 5 minutes. This will have no ill effects. And then it goes. Then this is when he writes almost the most on. He writes all this about like
Wow.
everything. He said the importance can't be overemphasized.
So it's condensed because it removes 60% of the water from normal milk. Which
Oh,
is
okay.
very sweet.
Okay, but how do you get there?
We could switch it to evaporated milk, though, which has the same consistency and no sugar. Anyway.
Milk. I think there's still some sweetness in that too. But you could do like booster syrup.
Well, I do like the consistency.
Try one of those with evaporated and see if it's different. Then you can.
That'd
be a
That's free that I just ordered.
Oh yeah.
Don't worry. I'll help you out.
Don't rush.
We'll get there.
Don't rush.
I just stopped,
He says together, and he gets me there.
I just stopped drinking coffee. A little bit.
No, I think you need that.
I don't need coffee.
Hmm.
There's days where I just go without it. Like I would going out and not feel like buying more. But I just really have it.
I can't do that. Not how I operate.
I was about to say how frequently do you have coffee?
Daily. I usually do 1 and then 2 if I need to pick me up.
Mm.
He probably does split like 2 or 3.
It's just there, so I just took one. It's good.
It's good.
Yeah, so good.
Y'all know the same. When I was at,
It just makes my
coffee
heart go
tastes
like
good.
this.
Oh,
So-
I would be. You remember that ping pong game we used to play on the computer?
yeah.
That's me on coffee.
Oh, okay.
It's so dangerous. Like
That's
I'm having
normal.
heart palpitations. Like I can't breathe. Matcha is as far as like I could go as far as caffeine.
Matcha has a good amount of caffeine.
Girl, I mopped the whole house.
How do you know that a cup of coffee has more caffeine than a latte does?
What piece of what?
Well, yeah.
A
Yeah.
cup of coffee has more caffeine than a latte.
Yeah.
Most
Because latte's all milk.
Right.
It's just 2 shots of espresso.
Now, if you add more shots of espresso than you're supposed to into a latte, then
But I feel like the form of espresso is so aggressive and fast
it is
that you would have a faster crash
correct.
as opposed to like a cup of coffee
Correct.
with some creamer or whatever have you.
Mm-hmm. No, I agree.
Yeah, espresso is, and that's what I'm telling you. I had like 3 sips of like when we had made a drink and it was like wrong. I was like, I would have like waste them. I think like that's when I got work. And so I like took 3 sips of this coffee and I was like, I can't breathe. And I need to take a minute. So yeah goes, okay, just take deep breaths and walk around the building. I was back in 7 minutes and they were like, how many laps did you do? I was like, 3. It was yeah, it's scary. Espresso's scary. I don't know. Coffee does taste good, especially good quality.
It had that
coffee.
coffee flavored ice cream.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
it's so good.
I could eat a whole tub. And I
It's so
have.
good.
yeah.
And I have.
It's so good. Imagine it with like walnuts or something crunchy. In it.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Granola.
Yeah, stop.
Yeah.
Oh.
Whatever you do not drink OG brew.
What's that?
It is a form of coffee where it's like slow drip.
Like cold brew?
He used to make it
But-
at the coffee shop he worked at.
Yeah, it's I think it's like a Japanese form of brewing coffee, but it's this crazy looking like science experiment machine. It's this big tub at the top and then this spiral tube and then like a small drip and then it drips into the pan. So it takes a lot of brew. You have to do it like 24 hours overnight. But it is the strongest caffeine. Like it's stronger than any energy drink. Red Bull.
I feel like cold brew is dangerous.
It is.
The
It's
problem
so
is it
potent.
lasts so long too.
Yeah,
You'll be at like a high low for so long.
yeah. It's scary.
It's great when I had to like open the shop at 5 a.m. But
Right.
you know, I'd get off.
Other than that,
and be like,
I can see particles on the wall.
At Starbucks even. Like which I only go when I know. I
It's
only
not real.
go.
You know that, right?
it's so oily.
Yeah, it's
Is
not
it
great.
oily?
It's not good.
It's not. But we go on competition weekends because there's a Starbucks in every city. So it's just easy to find it. But anyway,
That is true.
their nitro cold brew, they are not legally per the law allowed to give you a venti because there's so much caffeine in a grande that you cannot have a venti. I've asked multiple times, like, can you please? Like, I have a long day. They're like, no, we cannot do it.
What if I got 2 grandes?
I could
Because
not. I could
I can get some more money.
done that. No, but
You
it
can't
is
have a
so
venti,
much
but you can have 2
caffeine.
grandes,
Yes,
which is more than a venti.
correct.
Loophole.
Cold. Aha. Shouldn't.
Oh,
Maybe.
getting tired.
I'm a sleepy girl.
Yeah, the food was heavy.
Yeah.
It was so good stuff.
Thank you. Always welcome.
Thanks for having us over.
Yes.
How can we help clean it?
It's easy now. You can just leave it. I just clean the kitchen. Yeah. I mean, what you're comfortable with. If you want to take it to the
Take it
kitchen.
to the kitchen?
Yeah.
Here, I'll take the.
Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you for cooking.
Yeah. Thank you. Okay. As I got you the laundry.
You can do that removable.
Is it what?
So we can do that removable.
What time is it?
Tell me. It's
Uh,
a little after 9.
It's 9:06.
Third. I'm getting my haircut tomorrow.
Let's go. I'm getting my hair done next week.
Pixie.
You're doing it?
We're going back.
Let's go, girl.